Hey students, this is lesson 10.1. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to find the area of parallelograms and triangles. Hopefully this is a little bit of a review for you. Go ahead and do the review just to make sure, and I'll check back with you. All right, so here's the concepts we're going to use. The area of a rectangle is the base times the height. And the area of a parallelogram is also the base times the height. Make sure you know that the height is the perpendicular distance from the base to the base. Go ahead and do number 7, and I'll check back with you. Okay, so in both of these, all we have to do is identify the base and height, and the area equals the base times height. So the base for this first parallelogram is 8, and the height is 7. So the area is equal to 56, and that would be square centimeters. And the second one, since parallelograms have the opposite sides congruent, the base on this one is 12, just like the top. Area is base times height. So we're going to take 12 times 5, which is 60, and label that square inches. All right, you try that. Okay, sometimes we might have to find a missing dimension. So in this problem here, we're actually looking for the length df. And if you look closely, that length is actually height. So if we can find the area of that rectangle, then we can use that area to find the height. Now there's two ways to look at this parallelogram using a base and height. We can think of 12 as the base, and then this missing dimension is the height. Let's just call that x for now. Or we could think of this 9 as the base, and then the height would be the perpendicular distance from 9 to ED here, which is 10. So, and the area either way is base times height, so that means that 10 times 9 has to equal 12 times x. And so 90 is equal to 12x, so 90 divided by 12 is equal to x, and rounding that to the nearest tenth, we get, so in that one we get x equals 7.5. Go ahead, you try that. All right, the area of a triangle is half the product of the base and corresponding height. Explain how finding the area of a triangle is different from finding the area of a rectangle. All right, so a machinist is cutting out a triangle metal brace to support the legs of the picnic table. Each triangular brace is 3 inches high and 2.2 inches wide. What is the area of each brace? So since it's part of the picnic table, we're going to assume that the brace looks like this and has a right angle in it. And it's 3 inches high and 2.2 inches wide. So I'm going to label those like that. The area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. The base of the triangle is, in this one, we can use either 2.2 or 3.3. It doesn't really matter. So we can take 1/2 times 2.2 times 3. And just simplify that. That's 1/2 times 6.6. And that equals 3.3. And then we just need to label that with the correct units, and that would be square inches. All right, you try that. All right, when finding the area of a irregular figure like this, basically what you just need to do is find the separate areas. So what we need to do is find the area of the rectangle part and then the area of the triangular part and add those together. All right, so for the rectangle, we're going to do base times height, and for the triangle, we're going to do 1/2 of base times height. And for this triangle, we need to figure that out. The height here is what's left over when we take 16 minus 12, so that's 4 centimeters. So we did that between 16 minus 12. And the base of that triangle, we can use this side, is the same as the other side, so that's 5. So now we have everything we need. Base times height for the rectangle, that's 12 by 5. And triangle, we're going to do a base of 4 and a height, or a base of 5 and a height of 4. All right, so base times height, 12 times 5 plus 1/2, 5 times 4. And so 60 plus 10. And that's 70 square centimeters for the total. Go ahead, you try that. All right, here's the lesson check. Go ahead and do that, and we'll talk about this next time we meet in class.